battle it out. Umpire about to hold the ball off to start the 2014 GFL season. Can't wait.
Big crowd in.
Big crowd. Big jumping castle over there. Oh, hello, it's gone down.
Young versus Corrigan is going to be a very entertaining matchup today.
The 2 9s, easy to keep an eye on, isn't it?
Right.
Up he goes. Abbott gets a hand on it. Down to Corrigan immediately in the play. Knocks it clear. Abbott goes back, gets it, knocks it out. Little Deans is in there. Only bloke that's shorter than Tristan. Comes out wide. Goes to...
Young.
There's a beauty. 35 for Grovedale. We haven't got him. Young goes forward, down. Oh, puts a hand out. One hand does Scarlett. Just put the one Duke out. That's enough for me, he says. And Gubbins on the mark. The bloke that got the flick from Newtown. Up.
Oh, big red. What was that? 24.
Almost. That's Bosley that went high. Comes back to Ford, who takes the market centre up forward. Little chip give. Finds his teammate. I'm not sure about that look.
Buchanan Hun.
Ponytail back, it's all the go these
Taylor
days,
Buchanan Hun, yeah.
35's Alex Payne for Grovedale there, Milky. Just so you know.
Where'd you get him?
I got him in the record, mate.
Oh, okay.
Pretty confident, it's going to take a big kick.
So this is a chance for the first score. The other end was the scoring. They're going to the strictly Grovedale end, I suppose. Minor score. First honours to South Barwon.
Yeah, all the play so far.
As Hogan it is, brings it in, goes wide, cross to his fellow Ranger mate, gets it back, goes the old 1-2 from Elliot Wood, then gets felled. That was Riley Hall. He was on the GFL list last year, Riley Hall.
A lot of redheads in this South Barwon team this year, mate. They're everywhere. What's going on?
Sunscreen will be out in force today.
Way you go, Tristan. Have a crack, son.
Okay, boundary umpire. Ball's in right in front of the commentary box. South Barwon win it down. Corrigan in under the footy. Gets it in the back. Young all over him there.
Had it a couple of times early already, Corrigan.
He's an impact player. He loves the footy. Drives it long into the Wellsy. Couldn't get into the front. And it looks like Martin takes the grab in front of Clinton.
Rumour has it Wells is not going to stop till he gets 10 GFL flags.
Well, there is a chance.
So 2 to go.
Comes back along the scoreboard side at Grovedale and marked there by Joel Edwards.
Charlie boy.
Coming over the top, strong grab. Look to play on. Smitch Fisher gets it back in there. And another mark down there by Grovedale.
That's Hogan with the sunscreen across the beak.
Beautiful. It is out in force today, the sunshine. Beautiful day at Bird-Doo. Loitering out the centre half forward there for South Barwon. It's a bit of a scrap.
Gets dragged. Kirby gets dragged by the foot and gets a free.
Umpire's been very busy early on.
The whistle has been going quite quickly, hasn't it? Kirby now, about 70 from goal.
Little big man, he's a bit taller than you.
Yeah, it's those six medallions that have weighed him down, I think. Wells gets tripped going for a grab and Grovedale take the ball away again.
How many? 6?
He's at about 6, I think.
Yeah, he'd have half a dozen. I reckon he would. Yeah. Yep.
So again, down the outer side wing. Ball goes up, drop mark by South Barwon. Grovedale scrap, feed it backwards. Come back over the top. South Barwon are on them like a pack of ravaged dogs. Wiseman gets the ball out, kicks it forward.
There's a 38 out there for South Barwon as well, boys.
38?
Yes, he's not on our list.
Whoever's done the team sheets needs to have a good look at himself.
Tristan's first effort at the team sheets.
You have one job. You have one job, don't you?
Jacob
miserably. All right, ball in on the outer side wing. Ford is all over it. He's winning most of the tap outs. Again, it's very scrappy. South Barwon managed to kick clear through Roy. It's into the forward line. Wells off the deck. He's put it through the middle, actually. Fantastic goal there, Milky. Straight off the ground, 20 metres in front.
Hasn't lost it. Grovedale just can't get it past halfway at the moment, can they?
Had all the play, haven't they, T-Bird? 1 goal, 1 South Barwon, and they lead. Dan Roy, you mentioned him coming off the ground. He's coming off this first
time. He's got the same boots on, I apologise,
Milky. Number 7.
Can't miss him.
And coming on to replace him is Jolie John. They reckon he's had a great pre-season. Fittest bloke on the track.
Chatting to a couple of South Barwon boys before the game, they were saying that he's super impressive and keep an eye out for him.
Paul Waldron back at home, but just obviously can't run out the quarters anymore, having to have an early rest. Have another ball up here.
A bit different at Bell Park, you reckon? Yeah, a bit more laid back.
Yeah, that's right.
They enjoy
Welcome home, Paulie.
Oh,
tucks his head there, I thought. Corrigan didn't get a free kick. Umpire says play it on. Stacks on the mill. Give it to me. We'll have a ball up right in the centre wicket area.
Like most all round one games, mate, pretty scrappy start. Blokes throwing a few jabs just to get the feelers out there, I'd say.
Oh, big tap down there by Darcy Fort. Knocks it to ground, to no one's advantage. Kirby comes in on the left. Was going to kick it, then decides to hang on to it. Jumps it in. Nathan Deans gets in the way. Martin rather gets in the way. Handball along the ground to no one's advantage. Umpire's letting it go. Stacks on the mill. What's he doing?
So what's the go with Corrigan Milk? Is he going to play VFL at all? Or
No, he's going to play at South Barwon.
just what, coach the VFL? He's assistant coach, isn't he?
Ball up. Wellsy to it. Won by Grovedale.
If he got
Robson gets the ball. It was someone came flying through there. Corrigan came flying through looking for a scalp. Wells tackles. And we've got ourselves another ball up. About 65 from South Barwon's goal, scoreboard side.
Looking forward to seeing Harry. He's a ripper.
He looks on.
Yep.
He looks on today.
Robson looking very sharp.
Harry again.
Chips
just
Harry
spots
Corrigan,
one.
left foot chip over to Edwards. He's been lively early, Edwards. Over to Wells. Marked on the junction. Oh, he's been taken out after he's grabbed it there. Umpire says...
That was Costello that got him.
Costello got him.
He's coming off the VFL.
Oh, come with me. Wellsy is going to be put into the goal square to kick his second in about the first 8 minutes of the game, I'd say that, Milky.
Number two.
Not a bad way to start your 291st game.
I thought it was 400.
Don't know there was a 50 in that, to be honest.
Better go.
Yeah, I don't know.
He made him earn it.
I think you should be allowed to let him bloody earn it.
Absolutely, especially when you're over 6 foot.
In he comes, Wellesley gets goal number 2. 2 goals, 1 South Barwon. They lead Grovedale yet to score. Bradley Circuit wandering past. Can't read that. You can read. Can you read that? I can't read it. 6.5 gone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Grovedale just walking around at the moment.
A little bit flustered, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
South have come out.
Business as usual, I suppose you'd say, for the boys at McDonald.
Another day in the office.
Yeah, that's right.
And yet the twos, but they're going against a tide because in the twos all the scoring was down the.
That's correct. That's correct.
Torquay Road Highway, the highway end.
Ford goes up again. Strong tap out. Young gets it out. There's Alex Payne gets tackled as he kicks it. Young chases, follows up again. Out on the wing, gets tackled too high. He gets the kick. Over to you, Mill.
Good player, this bloke. He's heart and soul, Jared Young.
Loves the club, doesn't he? Come
He
across
does.
last year and just
Little
loved
chip goes across to his little mate, Nathan Deans. I reckon you might have him. I reckon, Tristan, you might have him for height.
On stilts, mate.
Deans goes into the pocket. Oh,
Good kick.
good grab.
Who's
That's what we came to see. Jordan Erskine. He is a gun.
it. He's big.
If he's on, look out.
Is that right?
That big left footer. When he's on, mate, he's one of the really good GFL forwards to watch.
Who's the best GFL forward in the game, Milky, in your opinion?
Oh, well,
Give us, Still you pick him?
Still like Wells.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, I'll tell you what, he fancies himself here. It looks like he's about 65 metres out.
Maybe he's a right footer.
He's a long way out.
He's coming
He's
in for a
he
long
probably
kick,
does-
and this is the right foot kick that he's got. He's nailed it, but he's
to the left.
dragged
What's
it
the
trying to
face?
get the distance, and no score.
Beautiful. It was ambitious at
Is it
best, I reckon.
probably-
They probably needed an early settler there, to be honest.
Probably
Yeah.
kicks him at training every Thursday.
As Kurzman comes on for South Barwon with those beautifully bright boots.
And Wiseman has it in the back pocket. Big kick along the boundary, and I reckon he's put it out in the full.
Car park job.
Car park
Over
job.
to the netballers at Burdook.
A few over there as well,
Did you
Tristan.
have a quick look this morning?
There's a bit of it. Bit of
Fantastic.
there.
All right, Grovedale. Bang it back into the 50 to Wiseman. Chops it off again. Not a great kick going in.
Delaney bringing it in. He's one of the 4 that's going overseas from Grovedale.
4 of them.
When are they
4
heading
going
over?
overseas after round 5.
It's September.
Not great for team settling, is it?
No.
Hey, back in time or not for the big stuff?
No, I don't think
No.
so. I'm pretty sure there's 4 of them.
Well, you wouldn't read about it. Wiseman's kicked it on the full again, and Grovedale have it on the outer side wing.
Could he's on one of those netballs.
Costello has the football. He goes along the line, finds his teammate.
Corrigan back on. Just a quick rest.
quick
That's all
rest.
they need, these champions. 2 minutes.
Comes in Erskine again.
Kicks.
Goes towards. I think he was looking to go to Heath Brown, but he.
Dan
just
Roy's got
chopped
that
off.
again.
No, it's not. It's just those boots. It's
No,
not down.
that's not Dan Roy. That's the.
It's those boots again.
Yeah,
Corrigan wins it down on the ground.
Scarlett.
Drives forward.
Scarlett.
Oh,
Doesn't miss these.
too easy.
Was never going to drop that, was he?
Never.
No.
One out in the 50. I fear for the who's on
It was
him
Govins.
there? Govins. I fear for Alex with that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a long day at the office.
Gee, Scarlett plays forward all year.
Interesting move, sending him forward, isn't it?
Well, you've got the luxury, mate. Why not? You got
Yeah.
Well,
Wiseman back there, and
I'd heard that he'd been playing all the practice matches forward.
Yep.
And that's the way they wanted to go with him. And obviously he wanted to kick a few goals.
Bang.
He actually played
Bang.
when he was at juniors at Joey's. I remember watching him as a young kid. He had played all his junior footy as a full forward.
Was he drafted as a forward or a backman?
I don't know, mate.
I think he was drafted as Matthew Scarlett.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, mate. 10 minutes gone. Phil's let me know there. 10 minutes and 5 seconds. So, score is 3 goals, 1, 19, 0, 0, 0, Grovedale. Alex Payne for Grovedale.
Just reminded me when he walked past.
Great.
It's got me stuffed, those metric on umpires today.
They are bright, aren't they?
They ever. Yeah.
Fantastic.
The boots, they're different today, aren't they? Look at the texture on
What
those.
a kids play.
Up they go. Abbott wins this one, knocks it down, but ducks in and pinches the footy. Young smashes out of the middle, goes forward to Razgar, gets hands up, can't Wiseman, smashes it away from him, goes forward, good bit of pace there from the South Barwon. I think that might have been Jacob Sharp, was it?
Yeah, I think that was, mate.
Yeah.
Wiseman just been doing that for years.
He's
chopping across half back.
He goes to bed just chopping stuff off, I reckon, mate. He just knows how to do it.
I reckon you've got to watch him on a footy trip.
Yeah, well, no doubt.
No doubt. They're all pretty good over here.
Here's the bloke heard a lot about. Ryan McKenzie goes forward. Bouncing ball to Leeds. He can't pick it up. Wraps up the tackle, goes back and gets it. Was that Young that
it was
dragged
Young
it
again.
out?
Yep.
Goes in, that's Leeds that throws the boot at it. Off the deck goes. Is that wide again? Wells tries to mark it on the wing, but no, that's just managed to fall over the boundary line.
Looks like Scarlett and Wells will just alternate forward, half forward, bit of a rest.
Grovedale really need to do something about going into their
combination.
forward 50 there, Milk. They're not giving their forwards any chance. They're putting it at their feet, putting it on their head. No fluency going forward.
Good special comments there, T-Bird. Knocks it clear. Goes back and get it leading in the foot race. Here's Trent Richards. Goes on the left. No, he's gone over the boundary line. Trenty boy. And we will have a throw in right in front of a good crowd over there.
Massive crowd.
What do you reckon, about 700?
Oh,
No,
pretty hard. Like we got those media passes now.
That's right, mate. That's it. All right. So we're about 70, 80 metres out on the outer side wing, or the club room side.
Grovey just need a goal to get going, don't they?
They need something. They need
confidence. They're not taking the game on at all.
Good.
Ball goes
Special
in.
comments are going really well, T-Bird, just in case you want to know. Thanks.
Fort taps down to the front. Kirby's all over it, gets wrapped up. We're in for another ball up there.
Mum's listening, so I better be good.
Good on you, Mum.
Leanne, is it?
Yeah, that's right.
What's Leanne up to today?
Yeah, probably at home on the internet watching me.
On wireless.
Comes out. Waldron tries to knock it clear. Knocks it into the path of his teammate in McInerney. Dolly McInerney comes back. Does Costello. Comes out wide. Tries to get the footy. Leaves it behind. He's got some help there from his teammate in Circuit. Comes in and under. Look, wrestling going forward. Brown.
Hey, that.
Incredibly well. Huge. Great grab. Great grab.
Very strong man, Heathy Brown.
Big boy. Comes
He is
back
a
in the
big,
middle.
strong boy. Comes in. Try looking for Jared Young. But it's pinched off him by Dan Robson. Goes forward into Scarlett. 1-on-1. Fisted away.
Well
Good
done.
work.
Good
Good knock away there by Gubbins.
Kurzman
Over the boundary line.
Bit of confidence for Gubbins there. Get one in.
Yeah,
Fist
that's
across
right.
the back.
Yep. You'll be able to tell
In air, he's got an amazing vertical leap, Gubbins. It's when he's going to be muscled out that's going to be the
Is
issue.
that just compared to you, or
Young offer a breather.
Pretty much.
yeah?
And
Bit of
Dean's back
argy-bargy going on there over the other side as well.
Youngie, how are you, mate?
Well done, Jared.
Yeah, we've got a bit of hero worshipping going on.
Yeah,
in
I
the
tell
truck.
you what, we're everyone's mate.
Nick Brown, have a look at him. Thinks he's a movie star.
Just waltzes
Comes
in at the back, yeah.
Everyone's invited today.
Harry Corrigan bangs the ball forward. Scarlett Gubbins, 1-on-1. He picked it. He's not going to beat him in a wrestle.
Looks like a pretty simple game plan. Get into Scarlett out in front.
If he puts it over his head, he's a chance because he can knock it away. But when they get in the body, the wrestle,
He's got to have a run.
Did that mean Danny on the bench?
He's got to have a run at it, Milk. He's going to get muscled out all day. It's going to be a long day.
going on there is the call. and the hecklers.
And the cheap seats.
In comes Scarlett for goal number 2. Golan Pye doesn't move. He's got 2.
Doesn't have to.
Wells has got 2. It's 4 goals, 1 to Grovedale yet to score. South Barwon leading at the 12.5 minute mark.
Tell you what, Milky, when you have your plans at the start of the game, kick long to Scarlett, kick long to Wells, and it comes off in the first 13-14 minutes. They got 2 each on their name.
Yep.
I tell you what, you're pretty happy as a coach.
Don't have to overcomplicate things, do you, when you get them 2 down there?
That's
Just
it.
get it in.
All right, who we got in the ruck now? Fort's gone off.
Yeah.
Another one of the South Barwon pale-skinned redheads into the middle.
Apparently,
he's missed that at there.
That's young Luke Davis.
Yeah, Luke Davis.
Gone in the ruck.
Nathan Dean gets it out, kicks it long. Wiseman chops it off again, gets it towards the boundary line, and Nathan Dean sees it over.
Apparently you can't buy too much sunscreen in the Belmont area at the moment. These redheads have cleaned out the chemist, I've heard.
Where's Nick Brown? We need to get a word from him to find out what's been going on. He's been covering an exclusive story for the Addy. We need to get some word from him.
What do we got?
Well, crashing his way through there was Jolly John. That full tilt, but he only managed to knock it over the banderole on the outer side. 4 goals won, 25 South Barwon. Grovedale yet to score.
We got a clock around here or not?
No, it's right in front of us.
Yeah, well, Phil's got it.
Yep.
Luke Davis in the ruck now. Battles on, taps it to the front. Grovedale win it. Bit of a scrap. Looks like it's going over the boundary line again. Outer side wing.
Boundary over getting a workout.
Yeah, they are. They're earning their money today, aren't
Absolutely.
they? Early on.
Lucky they're sponsored by Metricon.
Are you on the take as well? I think the times you've dropped in.
Someone thinks it's funny. Someone laughing at it. Wasn't that funny, I don't think, guys. Settle down.
Crowd pretty quiet over there at the moment, Tristan.
Yeah, it's like I said, the quality of football hasn't been great from Grovedale.
The old Grovey Shed's known for their noise, but it's pretty quiet at the moment.
South Barwon kick forward. Dan Robson sees it out over the boundary. There's a little bit of niggle going on out there early on, and I think Grovedale are trying everything they can to get back into this game.
Just quickly, Lara leading Colac 2-1 to 1-2. Leopold 4-1 to Bell Park 1 goal.
Pick them.
St Mary's 2-1 to Joey's 1-3. All 1-2 apiece, Newtown and North Shore.
Yeah, wait them from fire up. Corrigan breaks through the pack. Beautifully done.
Oof.
Trent Richards bangs forward. Scarlett 1-on-1. Bang.
Shit.
Oh, touch play on. Handball's out and it's out of bounds. Right forward pocket for South Barwon. Corrigan, doesn't he look? He's a great picture bursting through the pack there in close.
Gubbins is going to need some help today, boy, from his teammates. It's like that, 2 or 3 blokes chopping across. He's going to need it. He's a big boy.
Boundary throw in now. All Grovedale. They managed to win it. Young gets their hands up. Bit going on there. Tackled. Again, South Barwon seem to win it out somehow. They will it forward, and look at that. It's bounced straight through the goals. Who was that there? Was it Kirby?
I think it might have been.
Fantastic little snap over the shoulder.
No, that wasn't Kirby. It's whoever's running straight at us.
Who is that?
That is.
Is it Mawson?
Nah, he hasn't got a kick yet, Jesse, I think.
That is.
It's Dan Robson.
Yeah, Dan Robson.
Highly rated recruit. Thank you very much, Phil. 17-minute mark. 5-1-31.
Are these recruits, are there juniors coming back to the club as well, type of thing, Milky, or not?
No.
These draftees?
No, these are just recruits. They're good. Look, they've got a massive net. They've got probably the best recruiting net going around, I reckon, South Barwon. Yep. As we saw the young fella in Lukey Davis go over the top, win that one. There it comes out to Kirby, gets it end over end. Gets it over to Kurzman, who leads in the race. Can he pick it up? Gets it on the boot. Into centre half forward. But it's Hogan who goes back for Grovedale.
Good
and
courage.
takes it on the chest.
That's Scarlett coming. Good courage.
Yep. Hogan. It was fun last year when they had Hogan and Bogan. But he's gone. Bogan's gone to Newtown.
Doesn't surprise me.
Alex Payne cleared to them during the week.
Surprised Newtown let him play with a name like that.
Yes.
They wouldn't have that.
Alex Payne, a bit of an up and under. Goes to Rasga. Doesn't hang onto the footy. Tries to crash his way through. Get out of me way. Gives it across to Costello, who tries to get it over to Martin, but he can't. Pinched by his opponent on this. Mitch Fisher gets off a step. Gives it to Kirby. Little big man jumps. Looks like a 5-footer when he jumps.
He's a bit of a Jack Homer lookalike, that Rasgo, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Goes to Wiseman. Wiseman from a long way out. Goes in the Scarlet direction. Knocked away. Bosley was there at the base of the pack, but he can't get it, and it goes over the boundary line. 22 and a half metres.
22.5 metres to be exact there.
Around from the South Barwon goal, where all the action has been.
Another throw-in over there.
And Wells and Corrigan just come back onto the ground.
The big two.
The big two, yeah.
Just watch where Corrigan, just watch where he runs to. Just keep an eye on him. Just runs to the right spots. He's very good at it.
Ball goes in. Bosley taps down to the front. One there by Martin, it looks like.
Another
And the ball
throw-in.
goes out of play.
Another throw-in.
That was Hogan.
Hogan over again. He's actually had a reasonable first quarter, Hogan. Admittedly, the ball's been in his zone a fair bit.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, it's all one way going here. Has not gone back over the Grovies half for a very long time. Bosley gets it down to the front again, wins it himself, kicks it a little dribbly, kick forward about 10 metres. Boys pounce all over it. It's pretty scrappy. Grovey gets to kick it out young, 10 metres away. Gets it now. Handballs over the top to himself.
Youngie just tries, doesn't he?
He puts his all heart into it, that one. Again, it's just been fought to the front. Keeps rolling forward now. Outer side wing for Grovedale. And, big courage there by the South Barwon player.
Is that Marcus Smith just straight into his back? Straight into his back.
Any breeze at all?
Peter
our
Hardy.
viewers at home,
Peter Hardy.
No end favoured?
That was...
No, I
No
wouldn't have
end?
thought.
That's interesting.
Doesn't appear to be, does it?
This is Peter
Just
Hardy
seems to
from
favour
Leopold.
whichever way South Barwon are going.
And that's it. Leopold. Huge kick
Wow.
into Bosley. Front and centre. I'm guessing
That
that
was Corrigan.
looks like Corrigan.
Yeah.
He's travelling a few Ks today. Toe poke forward there by South at the centre half forward.
Young.
Huge tackle by Young. Takes him down.
Trent Richards got
Ryan McKenzie gets it forward. Wiseman is probably getting about his 9th or 10th touch at the moment. He's just raking everything up across the wings. Left foot forward, goes into Bosley. 3-on-1. Grovedale punch forward, and they look to clear it scoreboard side, and they somehow get out of that. Actually, no free kick.
Right.
Yeah, he's given the free kick to Mackenzie.
Gotcha.
Which way, Metricon?
Mackenzie's got it at half back. Which way, Metricon? They're down the highway. That's Armstrong Creek. He goes to Wiseman.
I'll tell you what, he would. This is about his 12th touch on this
Got
quarter.
his own footy.
There's a
He
chair
has
there,
had
Nick,
for
if you
years.
want to grab one. You sit down instead of pacing the van. Like a
Darcy
second
Ford back
father.
on the ground now. Grabs it, marks it inside the centre square.
Doesn't look like Wiseman's coach, does he? Just roams around, goes
Yeah,
forward,
does his own
goes
thing.
back, does what
Big
he
kick,
wants.
well, sets himself, can't get to the ball. Martin looks there. Riley Hall.
Yep.
Looks like little Nathan Dean's in there as well and gets a free kick. Too high.
I reckon if they kept stats, he gets more free kicks than anyone.
Yeah.
He's got that Starcivic height about him, though.
Yeah.
Makes it a bit easier.
It does.
I reckon Star's got him covered. I reckon Star's a
Do you
giant
reckon?
compared to him.
Oh, we're pushing it.
Oh, leads,
Oh,
ducks the head,
does he?
goes
What? That's
straight into the
dangerous.
tackle.
That is dangerous.
And he, yeah,
Yeah, you got to be mindful there. The umpires have... You know, if you go into them by the AFL, you lead with your head now, you're not going to be protected. It's you take your own life into your hands there.
He's big, number 30, the big beanpole. He's rucking well.
Darcy
Yeah.
Fort.
Having a good game.
There's Jolie John trying to crash his way through. Comes out to Leeds. He's dispossessed. Goes hard again. Was he legged? Yes, he was. Yeah. Didn't agree with it, old Dan Roy, the cowboy.
No.
Huh?
Captain this year after his first year last year. Best and
Ripping
fairest.
bloke too.
Legend.
Yep.
This is where Grovedale got to improve, Milky.
You're right.
The kick in has got to hit a forward here. It's kind of a mongrel punt. 3-on-1 South Barwon. Wiseman tackles. Grovedale managed to will it forward. We've got Costello up the four there, centre half.
Oh, they've wrapped up whoever that is at the bottom of the pack
Bit of
for
a
South
scrap,
Barwon.
yeah.
Bit of a scrap.
Bit of a scrap.
That's been the
Oh, that's your
actual...
mate. He just had a touch. Jesse Mawson
Finally.
just had a touch,
Well
but it
done,
was in a
Jesse.
he was tackled straight away. So he's still got
in,
that.
still in GFL mode back there, I think.
Goes back and takes a good mark. That's Hardy.
He'll be
That
right.
is.
Just last line of defence. Kicks it out to the outer side. Finds his teammate. Can't quite work out who that is just yet. Decides to switch the footy. Goes back to Hardy. No, there's your mate. He's got a legitimate kick. Jesse
Jesse's
Mawson.
back. He must be paying someone back there.
Dan Roy he goes to. Just playing keepings off at the moment, South Barwon. Goes.
dangerous kick.
Into Corrigan. Gets around Rasga. Tackled. Thrown, wrapped up and thrown to the ground. Hardy's in. He's got 2 to beat. Comes out the back. Free kick.
We've got a Grovian supporter in front of us today.
Dylan Fry.
Sounds like it.
This is Dylan Fry. Just little chip kick into centre half forward.
That's better.
Good mark.
That's what they need. Just
I
check
think
the ball
that's Abbott,
around.
is it? No, that's Erskine.
No, it's Erskine
Jordan
again,
Erskine.
mate.
Yep.
And no doubt he'll
Very
fancy
conscious
himself.
of him, aren't they? You can see when they set up.
Tan will be happy with that. It absorbs some pressure, chip the ball in a little bit. Because South are just pantsing and everything at the moment.
Couple
Yep.
of changes getting rung here as well.
Let's get coming off.
Rasga coming off.
So
as
to Circuit.
Circuit. Hasn't. No, it's not Circuit. That's Mackenzie coming
Oh, was
off.
it Mackenzie?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Come on, you
they look a bit like.
Circuit actually hasn't had his hands too much on the footy now. They need their midfield to lift a little bit here, Grovedale.
Look how far back Erskine's gone.
You tell you what, he milks the clock too for time.
Look where the man on the mark is.
Yeah.
Look how far back he's gone.
Car park again.
Off the long run,
He's
kicks
got
it
that
through the middle, and
much
Grovedale
needed.
are on the board.
Much needed goal to Jordan Erskine.
I needed that.
That took, I reckon that's taken about 18 minutes.
I reckon someone will tell you.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why I brought it up.
Leeds blowing here, coming to the bench.
Yeah. Alex Payne
24 minute mark.
24-minute
So
mark
we're
for the
probably,
first goal.
probably in red time of the first quarter here. A quarter that's been controlled completely by South Barwon. And Grovedale need to start doing something here to get back in the game.
They can pitch another one here. They've done it right because they should be a few more goals down, in my opinion.
This is a little bit like last night's game, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say that, Milky. Another
Replayed the grand final and
You
it's been a bit of a
tipped
fisser.
the Dockers last night, didn't you, Milky?
Oh, yeah, I did. Thought I was on the money with that late withdrawal of McAvoy. I thought you watched Sandilands go nuts. Well, yeah, I was
Put 100 on.
Yeah.
All right, back to the footy. Centre half forward,
Youngie.
Grovedale. Will it forward.
Here we go.
Dishes out to Payne. Payne bangs it in.
Oh,
Top
he's
of the
kicked
square.
that. Oh,
Free kick. Grovedale goal square. They're going to snag another one here.
Grovedale very much
To Erskine.
Erskine has looked lively. He's looked probably the only lively one up in the forward 50.
they're very much a confident side, Grovedale. So they're getting a bit of a roll at it against Bell Park in that final last year. You never know.
He's got his second.
Fantastic. I've actually put the scoreboard up before he kicked it there. It was just
no.
That's just how confident you are.
Yeah, that's
You're a
right.
confident person.
Newtown cockiness, they call it. Absolute
I'll tell you what.
flog.
It's Tommy Stewart, the 17. I just can't work out who that is actually in the goal square. That's the one I'm missing for South Barwon.
Which number?
The bloke that's in the goal square, deep in the goal square for South Barwon. Is that Gil Martin?
Oh, okay, I need my glasses.
Can't, because it's Tommy Stewart beside him.
Don't football Geelong provide binoculars?
No, don't need him, mate.
No.
2 goals, 12 Grovedale. 5 goals, 1 South Barwon. Ball goes up. Fort into the middle again. Loses it this time. Young gets it forward.
Mawson.
There he is.
Mawson bangs it
Barrel-
forward now.
Barrel
Centre half
Mawson.
forward. Bosley's in front.
Barrel by name, barrel by nature.
Oh, barrel
Kirby
chest.
gets his hands on the footy. Goes in again. Is that Richards, I think?
No, that's the hyphen. That's Buchanan Hun.
Buchanan Hahn, the
yeah.
mouthful.
Oh,
On
got
the
him.
footy. He's been
Jeez.
wrapped up. And
It's
little
Richie.
Nathan Deans gets it forward over to our wing
He's had a
on
bit
the
of a
scoreboard
Deans, hasn't he?
side. He's been lively.
McInerney, look
Good
at
run.
him go!
Have a
Takes
bad
off
son.
down the wing, kicks it forward. Got to get in front though. Needs to get in front. Drop footy. And lo and behold, Wiseman cleans up on the centre half back line there.
Who
Gets
else?
it through the middle to Fort.
Bean
Fort
pump.
plays on to Mawson,
No,
I think.
Roy.
Dan Roy.
I'll get it right eventually. Bangs forward in the 50.
Look
Scarlett
at the bounce.
Gubbins.
Look at the bounce.
Gubbins will get him for pace
Oh.
here, but Scarlett will use his
Matthew.
inventiveness and
Oh.
gets it across the face, one
Jeez.
behind.
I thought that
Did you
was
hear
him.
that call? Did you hear that, Tristan? Matthew.
Who said Matthew?
Just call him
Is it
Matthew.
first name basis?
Yeah,
My
that's how close he is.
Hey.
But my name is actually just Matt. It's not Matthew. My mum would be bleeding listening to that.
Matthew.
No, I'll show me driver's license, Milky.
Yeah.
It's just Matt.
Out he comes. Hogan goes a very oh, he's pinged him for the line.
I don't know about that, Milky.
Come on, I hate that rule.
It's got to be blatant to give them, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Obviously,
Not on the
obviously it was.
Well, it might have been.
Yeah,
Got a
who
replay
cares
of
if
it.
it's a toe or...
Yeah, exactly.
If it's a step, a full step, yeah. But if it's just your boots, part of your boots on the line, keep going.
Rules are rules, Milky. You're pretty easy to stick to them, mate.
nah,
It's a
it's-
10-metre
yeah.
square. You
Oh.
keep your foot in there, and it's all pretty safe. I
Yeah.
don't know why
Well-
people have got to continually push the boundaries there, mate.
Let's see how you go when you go to Movie World on the height restrictions. Getting on the right. Ball up the top of the square. There it is. There's quarter time, and you've got a bit of a game on our hands. Grovedale coming back with those 2 late goals. 2 straight 12 to South Barwon, 5-1-31.
5-2-32.
And I want to see it back to back. Tristan and Deans back to back,
Yeah,
just to
after
see
the
where it
game,
is.
I reckon we'll-
See where he's. Although Tristan's hair might get him over the line. The mop top.
And what about his ego up top there?
Yeah, back in the middle. Up we go. Abbott knocks it straight down to Ford, who gets a kick. Then he goes back and gets it himself. Abbott crashing his way through. Young wraps up. Is that Corrigan? He's wrapped up in a tackle. He has.
Yep.
Gee, that's a good duel. That.
I'll tell you what, they'll
Hard
be sore after today, I'd say.
Mate,
They only know one way.
salt of the earth, Jared Young.
Those state players.
Ripper. Comes out. Corrigan throws it, decides to throw a boot out, then takes it in, drags it into himself, and
again.
is
Lo
wrapped
and,
up
lo,
by
and
Young.
lo and behold,
It's a good
wearing
battle.
him like a
Yeah.
glove. I reckon the call would have gone out to Young to watch him a little bit tighter. Corrigan had way too much of it.
I reckon at half time, Young will go into the South Barn rooms. Balls.
Change his jumper.
Corrigan again.
It's Young and Corrigan again.
Again, wrestling on the ground. Grovedale
He's finally pinged it. He's finally pinged him.
It's one of the great battles here.
Yes, Young gets it and plays on nut. You've got to go back behind your mark, champ. So Jared Young took 3 tackles to get it, and he finally got one.
Well, Young was a key tagger at Port Adelaide in the SEN14 for a couple of years, so let's see if he can go back to doing that role on Corrigan.
Yeah, he's a natural tagger, Youngie, and he's developed his
Got a
game
great
to
tank.
a star.
He's got a really good tank.
One of the best, they reckon.
Yeah.
Got a good head too.
It's not a beauty contest, boys. We know that. He finds he's made him McKenzie. Heard a lot about this bloke. I told you that before the game, Ryan McKenzie.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Brown ragdolls his opponent in Hardy, comes out the back to Erskine. Then Hardy goes back and gets it, gives it over to his teammate. Erskine picks it up. Floater across the face. Rasga underneath it. Can he get to it? Little big man Kirby goes after it. Bounces over his head. It bounced a foot off the ground and went over his head.
That pocket again. How many ball ups over there, you reckon?
No, there's been a few more boundary throw-ins too.
Oh, yep, throw in. Rusty, sorry, boys.
Yeah, and Matty Scarlett's down the other end. So, yeah.
Ball goes in now. Forward pocket for Grovedale. Hits the front. McKenzie gets it. Handballs out the back. Looks like Wood's going after it. Gets hit high.
Oh, no.
Umpire waves play on. Deans gets it on his boot. Looks like Corrigan dishes it out.
Trouble, Wood.
And Kirby gets it forward.
Drop the elbow then, Dan.
Oh, jeez, that's the accusation
I
there.
reckon. No,
T-Bird.
that won't be looked at.
Won't be looked at. Scarlett comes through the pack. Gets it on the boot. Trying to lead in the race here. Is McInerney. Got a good set of legs on him. Runs like the wind. Here he is back. Oh, Wood's falls
recovered.
over.
Yeah,
recovered. Gets it over to
fast.
McKenzie. Dishes off the handball to Costello. Costello on the run. Goes towards goal. They like it. No, they don't.
A lot of Jake King about him there, Costello, isn't it?
Oh, mate, there is. He had the Jake King haircut in the grand final last year.
So he's happy with it.
Likes that look.
Fair enough.
Very similar to yours, actually. Thank you.
Yeah. Guess who's got it? Corrigan at half back. Comes across to Dan Roy, the captain. Round the body he goes. Slips as he kicks it. Up. Good knock away from Bosley. Knocks it over the boundary line.
Goes out of
We
play.
haven't had much play over this side. Good to see the ball over here.
That's right.
Easy
I'll
to
tell you
call.
what, the big difference here is the pace at which South Barwon move it from marks. They play on straight away. Ball goes in. Fort knocks it over his back. Kirby looks like he's got it. Fisher, sorry. Gets it away. Joel John bangs forward and Clinton Wells marks out in front. 40 outs. Probably a slight angle. Back himself from here to kick his third, I'd say. He's
Got the inside word that South Barwon has put in the biggest pre-season. They didn't think they'd get any bigger, but this year was massive, they reckon. So
where'd you hear that from, mate?
I've got a few inside words.
Is that right? That's why we got you
Well,
in
there's
here, mate.
obviously one bloke that missed the boat doing that. Chill mate Jesse Mawson.
Wells kicks it, lets the breeze bring it right to left and bangs it straight
shit.
through the middle for his third.
Yeah, he's probably got another 5 or 6 to lose, but I'm sure that'll come off over the season.
Well,
Bit of puppy fat.
Puppy fat.
What would you call it?
Like, if there's any fatter, mate, he'd look like one of those pugs.
Oh, mate, he's not going to be happy at this.
No.
He's not going to be happy.
Wells said that before the game we're not allowed to go talk to him unless he kicks 5. He's got his third, so I reckon you might be lining up for an interview after the game, Milky.
Yeah. Oh, Wells in. Oh, he'll be shouting me a beer.
Oh,
I've got to have his truck home, haven't I?
Milky hasn't bought someone a beer in 10 years.
Ball goes up now. Fort again wins another tap. Who to Corrigan gets wrapped up by Young. And it's another scrap in the middle there. It's rough stuff.
I find it a bit hard to be wrapped up by Young when Young is standing right here in front of us having a drink out of the water bottle.
Youngie's going to give out 60
It's a
touches
rookie mistake.
today.
I can understand that. Rookie mistake. Comes out. Loose ball comes out the circuit. Dishes it over. Bouncing ball goes over Rasga's head. Then goes over Erskine's head. Going back with the flight is your mate Jesse Mawson.
On the right. Oh, check side. No.
He was on it like a fat kid on a cupcake. Comes over and they found Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith is your specialist small forward.
Is he?
He doesn't look that small, Milky.
He's pretty tall, eh?
5'10", 5'11".
That's not small.
No
mate.
one looks small to
That's
start,
not
so
small.
Milky
That's
do
not
that.
small, mate. He's a heavy build.
Yeah.
Anyone over 4 foot's a nice size for Tristan.
He's a utility.
This is what he's in the team for. Are you happy if he gets 4 kicks? They want him to kick 4 goals. That's what his job is.
Tough kick from there. Really tough kick from there.
Would have done it a few times with the boys looking out the window at training.
Oh,
Here he
He's
goes.
nailed it.
if you don't mind.
That's that Grovedale pocket.
Yes, he has too. Actually, you know why I didn't think he kicked it? because he is one of the best celebrators going round, and he was very subdued there. So
Well, good to see
maybe he's been
not
told to
getting
put it in the.
himself.
Maybe he's been told to put the celebrations away.
Well, when you're 5 or 6 goals down, you can't be carrying on, can you?
Thank you. 5-minute mark there. Our timekeeper has let us know.
South Barwon still got big Sam Stavanu to come back, so once he gets back in the side in the middle there,
Have a look at and also
and number 30 he's killing it.
and also the runner,
Ford.
Lukey Buckland, the runner.
Yeah, not a
He's
bad runner.
handy
runner.
Yep.
Very handy.
Yes,
But no,
it's scary, isn't it, when you look at the ones that are
absolutely.
missing and you
But
just go,
Ford's doing a
"Whoosh."
good job. He's rucked all day here.
Yeah,
He has got over the top here. Been super impressive seeing him for the first time.
up they go again, and no one wins that one. It was a bit of a comes out off the
Fisher.
boot to Fisher with the left, a bouncing ball heading towards the boundary line, picked up by Hogan, gets it over the boundary line, ducking in the tackle.
Boys, I've just noticed
That's
Mackenzie's
Williams
gone to
there.
Corrigan for
Yeah.
the last 5 minutes, has not left his side, so heavy tag from Grovedale. So I should have done probably a quarter ago. I reckon.
They missed the memo.
Oh well.
Boundary throw in again. Fort robes his own ruck work, gets it to the ground. In goes, is that Deans, is it?
Doesn't
Another
matter.
scrap.
It's only your friends listening. They wouldn't think you could make a mistake anyway. Big Tristan supporters.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Plenty of them.
Having a crack at my jokes. You tell that red-headed bloke there's going to be some serious repercussions. Ball's knocked down right in front of a good-sized crowd over the outer side. Hands out the back at Calms. Bouncing ball. There's the boy with the other boots. It's Kurzman, isn't it? That's not
Kurzman.
Dan Roy. He's got the same pink boots on as Dan
Roy
Roy.
look
They
Well,
look
wouldn't
alike.
you?
They've got the same feet.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well, wouldn't you want to be Dan Roy though? I suppose he's a gun.
he is an absolute gun, mate.
Ball goes in again. Fort gets a hand, robes his own ball yet again. Corrigan scouting. Knocked it to ground. It looks
look,
like
look at him lurking.
Here he gets it on the end of it. Hands it off. Drop nut there by Buchanan Hahn. Corrigan goes in again. He's been everywhere. Dean's looking lively. East Elliott Wood gets it out. Fort gets in there. It's back and forth here in the middle of the ground.
That was Leeds. Went up and under. Bouncing ball goes out to
Wiseman bang.
Wiseman over the top of his opponent there in Rasgar, and he's just done that all day.
Just plays basketball there, doesn't he? Just zones off and does what he has to do. Coaches himself, by the looks of things, just runs where he wants to go.
Mackenzie coming off again for a rest.
Here comes Young. Back
Very
on.
young. He's had only bloke I know that's been on the bench and had 8 stats. Knocks it down. Heath Brown does the ruck work for Grovedale. He knocks it down to his opponent in Kurzman. He intercepts and goes back and gets it again, does Kurzman, but he's just picked out his opponent, and that is Riley Hall.
Good eyesight.
Good vision there, Milky.
Riley Hall.
Young is all by himself here on the outside wing. They can just get it to him. They might have taken too long. Got on the
Check
outside.
side.
Check side. It's going to be hot. He keeps
Good
his
work.
feet. Butters up. Gets it in forward. Drives it low. Drop mark
Marcus.
off the chest by Marcus Smith. Looks like Williams bangs it forward. Rasgar up forward.
Wiseman again.
Stiff not to get a free. Erskine in there as well. Dives on the footy. Wrapped up.
They need a goal here.
They do need to get it out.
Keep it
South
in,
Barwon
boys.
kept it in.
Lock it in.
Got out Erskine. Rasgar gets it, puts it on
Lefty.
his boot,
Aye.
puts it across the face of goal for one behind.
Just Marcus Smith dropping that chest mark.
Yeah,
just
that's it.
crucial. You can't do that against South Barwon.
It's a coach killer.
Better take your chances.
Yep.
You don't get many.
No, you don't. And you've got to keep that forward pressure on. You've got to keep the footy in there. Hardy to take the kick out.
Comes
out.
Tom Leeds
Oh.
looking in good shape down here on the boundary.
Driver's long, Bosley, big
Bosley.
grab up front.
Yeah, like that mention too, did Tommy Boyd. Look at him, he's pretty pleased with himself.
He's just gone a little, chest is out a little bit higher. Wells competes, in goes Robson, Wells goes in after it again, fishes it out.
Oh.
Mitch Fisher in there, speaking of fishing, gets it out, does Robson again. Trent Richards bangs it forward.
Barrio.
And Gubbins takes now and sweeps it out the other side of the wing, and great kick out there. Hits up Circuit. Hasn't seen much of it today. Needs to get his hands on it a bit more. Bangs it forward. Great
He's
kick to
got him.
Rasgar. Centre half forward.
Wiseman backed himself and it just went over his head.
First thing I've seen him doing wrong all day, actually. I'll take that.
Oh, well, he got him. Got Mackenzie.
Kenzie.
Yep.
And it just went back with the transition of play. It was quick entry into the 50. Gubbins got a quick kick out, hit up his man, they hit the target, and now they got a shot at goal. It's pretty simple stuff when from back here, isn't it, Milky?
Absolutely easy. Easiest spot in the joint here. You just talk about it. When they let you down, how could you possibly do that? Come on. Mackenzie. Heard a lot about him over the summer. Comes in. It's not going to quite make the journey, I don't reckon. Erskine almost. Knocked away, rushed behind.
The South back line, they just know what they're doing, don't they? They zone off well, they know who they've got.
I'll tell you what, though, Grovedale have done pretty well to stem the flow at the moment.
Wiseman, bit of a missed kick. He spotted him coming off the bench. Lever's picked up the footy. Series of handballs. Comes over to his teammate in Jacob Sharp. Goes forward.
Is that just going down in front of us?
That's number one. That's Dan Robson.
Yeah, he's looking
right in front of us. That'd be him wearing number one. Yeah. It says number one. Be Dan Robson, I would have thought.
Thank you.
Comes out to Kersman.
Jared Young trying in again.
Kick smothered, bounces back up to him. They're circling. What are you going to do? Nothing good.
Corrigan back on, have a quick rest.
Yeah.
Doesn't need one, but look at it.
He just coasts here. He comes around the back. He'll sneak you forward and watch him to get a goal here.
Coming off a VFL best and fairest.
Pinch the pocket here. Yeah, they've called him.
Watch this. Here
he goes. 2-on-1. 2-on-1 lever.
He's down well.
Can't leave the ball behind. The young
Williams.
He's down well there, young Dylan.
Yeah, held it up when he needed to.
Fisher got it out to Corrigan. There's a free kick for a leg. Free kick to Lever.
Back to Harry.
He scored that. He blew the whistle before Harry had the footy.
Exactly.
Wobbly old kick down the Wells direction. Being held.
Scarlett hadn't seen him in a while.
Comes out to Gubbins. Gubbins I thought he was going to switch play. Decides to bring it straight up the corridor. Dangerous. Lever takes the mark on the chest. Danger, Gubbins. He should have gone out wide, out the other side, champ.
About to say he's done right this quarter, but he sort of backtracked a bit there.
Over to Mitch Fisher, goes very wide and finds Scarlett.
Toughest pocket in the on the ground where Scarlett's grabbed that.
Ree's going the wrong way here for a right footer, but if anyone's going to do it, it's my man Matthew.
He's just so you know, he's about 35 out, city end, scoreboard side. Wind probably pushing the ball back out of the ground there, so he's having a shot. You're not going to believe this.
He has nailed it.
He has put it straight over the umpire's head. That is an incredible goal.
But didn't even move.
No.
Didn't just...
Well, all Australian. What more can you say? Premiership play, AFL.
And you're on first name basis?
You're on a first name basis.
Jesus.
Half your luck, I reckon.
Actually, I just saw him at home the other weekend with his South Barwon polo top on. That was interesting. So he really loves the club.
Some really interesting results going on, and I think I've got two winners for the round if it keeps going.
We'll get him off you in a couple of minutes, Milky.
Yeah.
Tristan's back at it here.
Ball goes up. Luke Davis wins it down. Not before Mackenzie can snatch it and bang it forward to Razgar. Ball comes to ground. Looks at Mawson. Dishes out to Hardy. Swoops across the half-back line. Stopped off by Grovedale. Handball back into that man, Mackenzie. One that Milky rates so highly. Gets it in there. Razgar goes in after. Hardy and him battle it out. Wrapped up at about 30 metres out from goal. Umpire calls play on. Another tackle to another ball up there.
Razgar gives him a real presence down there, doesn't he?
He's lively. I'll tell you what.
Combination.
Yeah, absolutely. Isn't that just a good contest?
And then you got Heath Brown swooping on the
ball goes up now. Looks like it's brought down. Can't really see it out the side. There you go. Hardy gets his hands on the footy again and bangs it about 10 metres up. Not before Grovedale get it in. Bang it to the... Good. Put it out on the full.
Good quick pickup, though.
I don't know about you, Matty, but that table seems to rise a little bit every time Mackenzie gets the footy. Milky, it's his boy, isn't it?
Bit of movement in the pants here from the milkman.
I tell you what, there is a lot of love for Mackenzie. We don't have the mics on to call it time, but it was all about Mackenzie.
Hardy has the footy in the back line.
He must be on the metric on payroll, I think.
And I thought, Matt, that was painful. Nothing to you two. Goes out wide.
We're going to have a good year, mate.
Wells sees it over the boundary line, taps it into the path of Kersman, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Those pink boots, don't they stand out? They all should wear them.
They should. Well, then they wouldn't stand out, would they, Milky?
Yes, they still would. It's like cones on the side of the road. You've probably had a couple of them. Comes out to Dan Roy. Goes straight down the middle. Goes to Scarlett, gets a hand on it, just the one, but then he's Gubbins.
Gubbins done a good job this quarter on Scarlett.
Scarlett dishes off the handball, across to his teammate, Kurzman, goes to, Harry Corrigan. You are kidding me.
I'd say, if Scarlett
Great
can kick
use
one
of the
from
body.
that pocket, then Corrigan can do it from this pocket, mate.
Bill, I mentioned that pocket was the toughest side of the ground.
Oh,
You
here
can
we
go
go.
from.
Here we go again.
Elliot Wood.
Last warning, I reckon,
Just-
for Tristan here, Milky. He gets this one wrong.
We take the chair out from underneath me, up the other side of the bench.
Where's that milk crate going?
Yeah.
I'm standing on it. You settle down, Phil.
Yeah. In comes Corrigan. Concentrates. No, he's gone across the face.
Yeah, toughest pocket on the ground there to kick a
well
goal
done.
from, actually.
Good
So,
Yeah, you can forgive him for not having his game 100%. He does everything else right. Harry.
I think you're talking about my game, Milk, but that's fine.
No,
Okay.
2003 Rookie of the Year. Starcevic. How old were you at the time? When you
He was still playing under 14s, though. That was the trouble. Against kids, he was 29. He was playing against under 14s. They didn't even notice.
Ball kicked out. Huge
good
grab
mark.
there by
Abbott.
Ryan Abbott. Moves it on quickly, which I like to see. Leeds grabs it, swings into the middle. Dangerous kick, but lovely kick.
Good kick.
Grab there by, I'm going to say Smith. Smith bangs it forward. You're not going to believe it. He's kicked it to Smith. Smith gets it down on the bottom of the ground, tries to get it off the ground. Mawson grabs it, bangs it forward. Leeds again. Thank you, Matty.
Matty. That was
Ball is scrapped
there
at
he is again,
centre half
Payne.
forward. 47
Fry.
in Fry. Gets tackled, dispossessed. Mawson gets his hands on it again. Wiseman bangs it out, and Wells is just standing there waiting for it, saying thank you very much.
come up
They
for a
push
couple
up
of
to
kicks.
help, don't they? They
They
push
do.
up to help. Yeah.
They're not all
Comes-
about themselves.
Comes down to the wing. Trent Richards is looking at a bit of slow play at the moment. Grovedale have done really well here. It's they've really curbed any momentum from South Barwon at the moment. He's kicked it long. Harry going for it. Nothing going on there. Ball spills over the back. They scoop it
good
out somehow.
hands.
Bosley
Great
just
hands.
moves it. You betcha. Here comes Kurzman, bangs it forward. Scarlett drops the mark, should have taken, gets on his left, just bangs it up towards the goal, and it is marked. Is it before it goes over?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Martin.
Over to you, Milk.
Nathan Martin's got it in the back pocket. Scoots it out to the outer side. Finds his teammate.
Looking for a switch here, but
Yeah,
not
that
much
looks-
on. Don't have to go long down the
Doesn't
line.
He decides to go in the direction of
Oh,
Gubbins. Doesn't
risky.
take the mark. Very
Risky.
risky business. When you're 40 out, Dan Roy goes in. He's wrapped up in the tackle. Umpire, where are you? Just blows the whistle. And
If you're going to go to a 50-50, surely go one down the line and back in the middle. Is that one of the basics of football, Tristan, or what?
I'll tell you what, they'll teach you that from a very early age there, Matty.
Matty. Come on, T-Bird. Let's lift. Lift, T-Bird. Top of the Corrigan at the top of the arc. Wrapped up in the tackle. Tommy Leeds wasn't in that tackle.
Grovedale will take this quarter though. They've sort of clogged it up a bit and steady the South Barwon flow.
3-3-21, 7-3-45. 4-goal the lead there for South Barwon. Hogan bangs it forward. Scrappy kick. Need to be clean here, Grovedale. South Barwon pick up. Kirby one way. Kicks it to his left-hand side. Wells just bodies him out. Drops the mark though. Dishes back and in come Lever, puts it forward into the 50 again. Looks like Martin's picked up there and he's been wrapped up about 30 metres. Umpire says, give it to me.
How's Big Wellesley just manhandling his opponent over there?
Ragdolling him.
They get old,
Yeah,
but they don't get any smaller, do they?
Nah.
These big boys.
You're dead right. Top of the arc again. Bit of a wrestle. Heath Brown for Grovedale. Ball's pushed forward by South Barwon. Who have a guess who by? Harry Corrigan. At ground level. Over the top of Jared Young. Umpire circling. Says give it to me. We'll have another ball up in exactly the same spot.
He was doing one of those artificial punches, Jared Young. He was pretending to punch the footy out and he was just doing it for show.
And the thing is, he didn't even have it. Someone else had the footy and he's doing
someone's head in his...
They call that the Newtown punch, that one.
Oh, very good. Okay, ball goes up, 30 out. Hogan dishes out. Great handball, quick handball. Still gets it there. Looks like Martin gets it forward. Young dishes out.
Erskine pushing up.
Erskine right up there. Young dishes up again. He is working his heart out there. Bang forward, half forward Leeds. Can't take the grab. Rasga wraps up. Ball is stopped at centre half forward. Umpire says you've had it too long.
Yep.
Very hot decision there. Rasga gets it at about 50 out.
Hardy.
50 out. He backs himself. He's not even turning around to see if anything's on. He's looking like
lefty.
big
Big
lefty.
lefty
You're going to back him in.
Rasga.
And 50. That's why he's backed himself. He knew that was coming. That's going to take him to the goal square, and that should see a lead cut short to 3 goals now.
All of a sudden, mate, Grovedale got a sniff.
Well, you said that if they can stick with them, they like to come back hard.
Team of momentum, I said. And they've got that at the moment, I think.
I think you two had a team meeting and I wasn't there.
What was that, mate? Well, you just
Raska.
don't. It's not our fault if you don't listen, Milky.
Exactly.
You know. You're busy eating bloody meat pies, dim sims, and cans of Coke before the game,
He's had
mate.
about 10 pies.
I'll tell you what.
And what was the report on the Grovedale pies?
Worst pies I've ever.
So all the Groveview pie makers out there, lift your game, lift your game. As Mackenzie comes back on the ground and it just nudges. Phil, I can see that clock, thank you very much. 21-minute mark of the second quarter.
So we're back in the middle.
Big 5 minutes here.
Absolutely big 5 minutes. If Grovedale can pinch another one, we got game on.
I'm going to go out and say next goal wins.
Oh my God! I'll tell you what.
No.
I have heard some things of his time.
Momentum.
Fort knocks it
Momentum's a
down.
funny thing.
Trying to crash his way through his Deans.
He's been very good.
Very good. Tumbling ball. Oh, it's been overrun by the young fellow in 38, is Sharp. He goes forward. Who was that took that mark? Good mark for South Barwon. 27 is Jolie Edwards. He goes and finds Hardy. Hardy goes back towards goal. Finds Tommy Stewart. Stewart in the back line, called Stewie they call him apparently. Oh,
Guile
bit
Martin.
of a juggling.
There's Gil Martin.
Guile Martin, or however you say it. Go over to Fisher. Fisher's a call. Gets it over to his teammate.
Marcus Smith is
Over to
angry
Jacob Sharp. Goes to centre. Oh, they're good. This guy's been really good.
Hogan has been their best, I'd say.
Yep.
Close to him and Young.
Just a kid.
Over to Sharp. Alex Payne. Payne gives it over to the little big man for Grovedale. Nathan
Needed to be
Dean
good.
goes long. Needs to get a good bounce here, but they don't, and they get a minus
He's got
score.
to be better by a foot there, Dean. He just blazed away. He had Razga just put it out in front of him. He would have been laughing then.
Wiseman kicks out now, outer side wing, clubroom side, I should say. Corrigan just dances on a 10-cent piece and drives it long out to Bosley.
Is that Kevin Bartlett sitting next to us? Fair income.
A few party tricks.
Kevin Bartlett's commentary.
Buckle yourself in, boys. I'll be here all day.
Yeah,
So as Young takes another
he's
breather.
He's off his seat, He's a bit of confidence about
It's
it.
because I can't see over the bloody lever, mate. Boundary throw in now, about 70 out from goal from South Barwon on the clubroom side wing. Fort knocks it down. Corrigan just says, give it to me. Martin dispossesses. Bangs forward there by, I'm going to say, Leeds. Razga is banging up there, making accountable Wiseman. Tripped over Mackenzie. Play on, he says, gets it rid of it. Hardy bangs it forward. Over to Richards. Richards been good here. Handball's on. I think he's got it out to
Jolly
John. Clinton Wells 1-on-1. Can't win the battle there. Looked like he was held on to, but he butters up. Puts a big tackle on. Didn't really have it, the Grovey player. Umpire says play on. Out comes Hogan again. He's been very solid at back there.
Costello takes a bounce, tries to get around one, dishes it off to Deans, gets the old 1-2. Handball not good enough, Deansy. Get it over to Costello, needs to bounce up. Decides to slap it to his teammate. Leeds, a wobbly old kick in the centre half forward. No one there. Marcus Smith. Got to get hold of Wiseman.
Hey!
Knees him in the mushka. Got him in the mushka-dushka. Umpire.
Oh, you're kidding.
Wowee.
Trying to get Grovedale back in the game.
I tell you what, that's a leveller.
Absolutely. Free kick to Alex Payne.
They've got to hit a target here, though, Grove. They haven't done it all day. Hit someone up.
Should have been a free kick to Wiseman in the first place.
Absolutely.
When Smith got him in the mush.
They're just bombing it along with that South Barwon back.
Erskine in the pocket.
That is a big grab. And if it's going to suit anyone's boot, it's going to suit Erskine's boot here. He's kicked it. They kicked one here from earlier in the quarter.
Marcus Smith did it, so his mate should be able to do it too.
3-goal lead, South Barwon. This is to cut it down to 2 kicks.
This is where
Huge kick. As T-Bird said, next goal wins, which I think is the most absurd comment I've ever heard in my life.
Well, I didn't realise that games these days, obviously footy's passed me by, it only goes for 2 quarters.
I just got that feeling, Milky.
He's got it in his waters, he reckons. Very good. All right, Erskine now. Right in front of the club rooms. Crowd right behind him. Comes in off the long run as usual. Puts his right foot into it.
Missed it.
Goes close side and kicks a point.
2-1 to Erskine for the day. Very important shot that was.
Absolutely.
What does that make it? 4-4?
4-4, 28, 7-3, 45.
Oh, hang on. Bit of fancy stuff there from Trevor. A bit earlier, I reckon. We're not on the radio yet. Anyway.
Oh, good mark there to Fort.
He's been
good.
solid. He's been really
done
impressive.
it all day as well.
Good kick out from Wiseman. Managed to find Fort one-on-one, and he's just put the Dukes up and taken a good mark. Goes down the boundary. Wobbly old kick. Up high. Doesn't take the mark. Who was that for South Barwon? That's Lever.
Well, we've got a stat on contested marks, so I just think that South Barwon are all over at the moment.
Well, they're thick bodies, and when it comes into pack situations, that's what they're used to, mate.
Thick bodies. Have a look at Ford and Lever and Bosley.
Yeah.
Thick bodies. Have a look at them.
You want to be silly about it,
Turn
Milky.
sideways, you wouldn't see them. Seriously.
Exactly.
Only if they were standing next to you, big man.
You wouldn't see any of them.
Especially after those 4 points.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's put in a special. He's called the actual canteen up. He wants another 7 dimmies at half.
They're going to bring some mints over as well.
Don't you want any?
Ball up, outer side wing, gets over to the boundary throw in. It's a really interesting spot of the game. This
Could go either way.
Well, absolutely, it could go either
Next goal wins.
Next goal wins about it.
No, I just thought
Ball in. Looks like it's won by Grovey this time, which is good, but Ford gets it, roves to the own ball yet again. Wells comes out from full forward, taps it over. Pretty good, smart stuff there by the big man. Robson passes over to Scarlett. Scarlett hands ball over to Rasmus or Kurzman.
Oh, well defended.
And, looks like it's been kicked out of... it's cleared the line there by Circa, and it's come back over to the scoreboard side, about 60 out from the South Barwon goal.
Good defence there from Grovey.
Absolutely.
They've been quite strong, and
Jesse Mawson is looking at the box, wants a bit of media coverage.
Just had a much better second quarter to Grovedale, haven't they?
Tell you what, the player Jesse's playing on Deans has been super impressive this quarter.
A long way to go, Jesse. GFL level.
Ball comes down to ground. Scrap at it. Grovedale starting to win the ball at ground level. Here we go. Circa gets it forward. Passes over to Waldron. Gets it tackled. Young all over that there. Robson comes in, wraps it up, and it looks like it's going to be another ball up.
Just no left foot there from Circa. Had to try and swing around, but didn't work out for him.
Should have given him over to me mate Mackenzie. He would have done something with it.
I tell you.
Over the top, they go Wells. Wrestling, Young tries to crash his way through, then gets it again.
Young hasn't stopped.
He is just a bulldog, isn't he? Comes out the back, flicks out to Abbott. Abbott, off a step, does Circuit. Erskine, can he trap it?
4 on 1.
4 on 1. Wiseman traps it out to
basketball.
Tommy Stewart. Tommy Stewart rolls over the footy, but he's got the little midget. It's midget
Got to
tossing
get it out,
in front of us.
Grovey. Got to get it out.
No, you're not going to be able to see.
Right,
Two on
right in
one.
front of us for the first time today, boys. What a luxury. Big Fort to go forward again, I reckon.
A few on the nose.
Young and Corrigan at it again.
Over the back. Fort gets it down to ground. Corrigan wrapped up by Young yet again. About the 7th tackle on Corrigan by Young. Over the back now. Circuit getting his hands on the footy in close. Shame. McInerney drops the ball, but Circuit gets it back. He's been very good
Corrigan,
this quarter.
how good is that?
Corrigan gets
And
it,
Young.
and you bet
Have a
Young
look at
takes
him.
him over the back. He better have ordered a double bed because they will be sleeping dear tonight, those
But
two, I tell you.
how was that? Circuit tried to crash his way through. Young, Corrigan pinched the footy off him.
He did.
Just took it off him as he tried to crash
I'll
his way
take
through.
that, son. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Like Tristan at Eureka.
Ford at Abbott. Ford gets his hands at Abbott, gets it back now. They're winning it in close, Grovedale, which is super impressive. Mackenzie, hang on, Milky, settle down. Gets it forward. Wiseman gathers again. Passes down now. Tom Stewart bangs it forward.
Wiseman's got his own footy.
He does. Joel John. Big raps on this guy.
There it is. There it is.
Half-time siren.
Half-time. So who wins? You said next goal wins.
Well, no goal, so no call yet. We'll have to wait till next quarter.
Half-time score.
4-4-28, Grovedale, South Barwon.